This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself. Today we have a MAYTAG dishwasher that isn't cleaning well, so this is a procedure on how you can get it cleaning good again. So I'm just going to take off this by holding it and then spinning it to the left counterclockwise to get the lower spray arm assembly off. As I held that center part, spun it to the left, and then I can lift up on that, just take it right off. There we go. And then we need to remove some Torx 15 screws. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And before we do that, we have to take off this middle rack or upper rack. We have to pull up on these end caps and get them out. I'm using a screwdriver to help me get a little more leverage, but you can basically just pull them straight up. So I got that out of there, and I use a Phillips head screwdriver to take out 2 screws that are holding in this water channel that brings water to the uppermost spray arm. So there's 2 of them, one at the top, one about midway up. And once I get those out, I can grab the whole thing, turn it to my right to about 45 degrees, and it should let loose. I can lift it up, get it out of the way. And that's important to get out because it exposes one more Torx 15 screw. So I think there's 5, I believe. 1, 2, 3. Actually, just 4. So just get the 4 out, and then we can take the whole thing out. So this will only take you a few minutes. Easy to do, but maybe once every couple of years, it's good to do this. So you get this whole filter piece out. And normally that is not too clogged, that piece we just took out, but the part that we're about to get to is where the clog usually ends up. I'm using a turkey baster to suck out some of the water. There's probably about a 1/4 cup of water in there, even after the drain cycle is all done. So I want to get that all out so I can just see better what I'm doing. Once I get that out, I need to remove a Torx 10 screw, just a smaller Torx screw right here. And then I can take out this cover by just grabbing it and pulling it up and out. You might need to use a pair of pliers to get it out. I'm going to look in there and just see if there's any gook caught in there, which is pretty common. This one looks pretty good. There's just a few little things. So you want to get out anything that you see, any debris. And if you can clean this area really well, then when the pump is active, it can push the water readily and really do a great job washing the dishes. But in this case, it was doing really a poor job, and it was due to the screen here. This metal screen had a bunch of stuff caked up on it that had built up over time. It mainly looked like pulp that you would see from paper. So I think there were probably labels on jars that had came off during the cleaning process, and they got caught, and they really gunked up the ability of the water to move under pump pressure. So I'm going to use a wire brush and some hot water, and I'm going to just rub off all that junk so there's nice open pores there again where the water can shoot through. I'm going to seat that back into this housing. There's a little slot for it. And then I'll put the impeller housing back into position and then add that little Torx 10 screw. And that's really where a lot of the clogging happens, right underneath that part with that metal screen. There's also a little chopper blade that isn't shown on this particular model, but some of them have a little chopper blade that's forward of that metal screen that you may have to check too. So we're going to go ahead and add this filter assembly back on, and again, you can clean that if you need to, but this one didn't look too bad, pretty clean. So just take your time. You can kind of see how it lines up. and then it should sit in there nice and flat. We're going to go ahead and tighten up these screws again. If you have any paper labels on any jars or anything that you're putting in the dishwasher, you're going to end up having to do this too. So probably good to scrape those off before you do put things into the dishwasher. So we're going to put this water channel back into position. We are going to kind of get it lined up first, and then we're going to come in at about 45 degrees and push down and then turn to the left. You have to try it a few times, kind of wiggle it around, and the legs there will engage and lock it down tight. You can feel it when it's in there correctly. We'll have to add those two Phillips head screws back to hold in the water channel. I found a lot of weird stuff doing this procedure. This is a very common type of dishwasher, and I've found toothpicks and glass and dirt and rubber bands and all kinds of stuff. Another problem you can have is the lower spray arm and the middle spray arm might have some junk caught in the little pores, the little jets. So take a look at that. See if you can grab something to pull out the junk that you might find. If you can't pull it out, you can push it in. You can actually purposefully push it in and then use water to help get the stuff out. But this is important because if these holes are not open, water can't shoot out and it can't mechanically clean your dishes. So I'm using some water now to help me to carry that debris out of the lower spray arm. So I put it in the middle, I slosh it around, I turn it over, and then let gravity take that junk out of the spray arm. I'll put that one back in, and I'm going to hold it, and then I'll turn it to where it locks. Thanks so much for watching our video. We really appreciate your support. And when you get a chance, please press the subscribe button below so you can be subscribed, and also the notification bell so we can send you more videos about appliance repair. Please also give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you really liked the video and it really helped you, please press this new applaud button and you can show your support and also get a nice clapping hands for your video. Thanks again.